Ever put your heart and soul into something you were sure would be a smash hit, only to be met with
Well,
crickets?
oh yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, me too.
Hmm.
I once spent weeks,
Mm,
I tell you, perfecting this line of hand-knitted phone koozies, convinced they were going to be all the rage, the next big thing.
right.
Turns out, not everyone shares my passion for yarn-clad tech.
The struggle is real.
It really is. And it's that disconnect, that gap between what we think customers want and what they actually crave.
Mm.
That's what makes this Zandex course so interesting. It's called Understanding the Customer. And their description really grabbed my attention. They're not just talking about meeting expectations, they're aiming for exceeding them.
Ooh, ambitious.
Right. And get this, they're promising to do it all in just 11 minutes.
Wait, 11 minutes.
11 minutes.
Okay, now I'm intrigued.
Perfect for even the busiest schedule, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And they actually encourage you to revisit the material whenever you need a refresher. So it's not just a one and done kind of thing.
I like that.
Yeah. They're speaking directly to anyone who deals with customers on a regular basis, especially salespeople.
Makes sense.
So the course itself is broken down into 5 modules. You've got your intro, of course. They call it about the course. Then they dive into the core stuff, identifying your customers, recognizing what your customers need, and how to conduct customer research. And finally, they wrap things up with, you guessed it, a course wrap-up,
Sounds pretty standard so far.
right?
Yeah.
But here's where things get interesting. To help us unpack what Zandex really means by getting into your customer's head, I've brought in an expert who can spot a valuable insight a mile away.
Well, I don't know about all that.
Let's dive into the heart of this course description and
Ah.
see if it lives up to the hype.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they're promising to get us into our customers' heads.
Right.
But for those of us who aren't mind readers, what does that even look like? I mean, in a practical sense.
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah.
The description really leans on this idea of simple but effective customer research. Honestly, it's kind of a teaser.
Totally. They've piqued our curiosity.
Yeah. What methods are they prioritizing? Are we talking about digging into demographic data, running targeted surveys, or maybe something completely different? Like,
Yeah.
I found that just observing how people use a product or a service, just in their natural environment, it can be so revealing.
Oh, absolutely. It's like you're seeing those hidden in plain sight insights
Exact.
that we miss all the time.
And that's where the exceeding expectations piece comes in. They're connecting truly understanding your customer with driving sales. It's not just about meeting needs, it's about uncovering those I didn't even know I needed that desires.
Which, let's be real, that's where the magic really happens.
Exactly. It's what sets apart a good business from a truly great one. And it's not just talk. The way they phrase things throughout this description, it points to a different approach. It's not just about transactions. It's about building those genuine connections.
Right. Yeah, I see that. You've got me thinking now, what would it mean for my business if I really did understand those unspoken needs?
That's what's so exciting. Imagine uncovering a need that runs so deep the customer doesn't even realize it themselves.
Wow.
Talk about a gold mine.
Right.
That's where true innovation comes from.
Yeah. It's like they say, give the people what they didn't even know they wanted.
Exactly. And that level of understanding, it can lead to breakthroughs in product development, marketing, even customer service.
Yeah, for sure. This has really been eye-opening. So much to think about packed into a course description,
Right.
especially one that only takes 11 minutes to get through. So,
Yeah.
what's the final verdict?
Based on what we've seen in this description, Zandex is onto something with this understanding the customer course. It all comes down to a simple but powerful truth. Deep customer connection. It's the key to unlocking so much, not just sales, but real lasting success.
Some serious food for thought for our listeners today. Could this 11-minute deep dive be the spark that ignites your own customer-centric revolution? We'll leave you with that thought. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep.